Hello, in this video we are going to see how to define forces in the preferences. So you click on forces page on the left hand side here, and you notice that the first option is a design basis, so you can choose between LRFD and ASD. If there are forces in the model, Qnect will design based on the end forces for the beams. But if there are no forces, you need to define how you want to Qnect to handle the remaining connections. So either you do not connect remaining, or use a table with loads based on profile, use UDL factor, or 90% of factor beam shear yield capacity. So in case of UDL, you can define different UDL for composite and non-composite beams. And also you can define loads for short span beams. So notice that beams are less than or equal to 10 feet. It will take the loads like in this column. And if loads between 10 and 15, for example for W8, it will be 20. You can change and add different loads for short span beams, like for example W24. You can say 45 and 50 and click on add. Another thing you can define is minimum number of rows. So if you want, for example, for W8 to have a minimum rows of 2, you click like this and add. That's for the minimum number of rows. You can add multiple number, like for W10 also 2, and add, and so on. Okay, this is the case of UDL. The other case is that you can fill out a table. If you change to table, you can define what loads to design for. So for example, for all W8, I'm gonna design for 25, W10 for 30, and so on. You can add for W14 and so on. You can even define for a specific profile like W16 by 31. You can define what are the vertical loads, minimum number of rows if exists, and the slot hole where to add if needed. Once you complete the forces tab, you click on submit. That's it, and thank you for watching.